Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel where we unravel the mysteries of the universe and bring the wonders of space closer to you. Today we're diving into a topic that has fascinated astronomers for centuries and continues to amaze us: Saturn's rings and their seemingly magical disappearance, an event set to occur in 2025. But what does this disappearance really mean? Is Saturn losing its rings, or is there more to the story? Stay tuned because we're breaking it all down for you in detail. Saturn's rings are arguably the most iconic feature of any planet in our solar system. These stunning structures, composed of ice, dust, and rocky particles, stretch across an area of over 282,000 kilometers wide. Despite their grandeur, the rings are incredibly thin, averaging just about 10 meters in thickness. This thinness plays a critical role in what happens every 15 years. The rings appear to vanish from Earth's perspective. This phenomenon is known as the edge-on alignment of Saturn's rings. When this happens, the rings are oriented so that their thin edges face Earth. Because of how light reflects, or rather, fails to reflect, off the rings during this alignment, they seem to disappear entirely when viewed through telescopes. So, to clarify, the rings don't physically vanish, they're still there encircling Saturn. But due to the specific angle of alignment, their brightness diminishes to the point where they're almost impossible to detect. This is a visual trick created by the laws of geometry and the dynamics of Saturn's orbit. To understand why Saturn's rings disappear, we need to talk about Saturn's axial tilt and orbital dynamics. Just like Earth, Saturn has a tilt, in its case, about 26.7 degrees. This tilt causes the planet to have seasons as it orbits the Sun, a journey that takes approximately 29.5 Earth years to complete. During its orbit, there are times when Saturn's rings are tilted at an angle that makes them highly visible from Earth. At other times, they tilt edge-on relative to us. When this happens, the sunlight hitting the rings reflects away from our line of sight, making the rings nearly invisible. This edge-on alignment occurs roughly every 15 Earth years, creating a rare and fascinating viewing opportunity for astronomers. What's remarkable is how precise this alignment has to be. Given the immense scale of Saturn's rings, even a slight tilt would make them partially visible. The fact that they can align so perfectly is a testament to the incredible mechanics of our solar system. The next edge-on alignment of Saturn's rings will occur in March 2025, with the most dramatic disappearance happening around March 23rd, but the process is gradual. For months leading up to and following this date, the rings will appear increasingly faint as they slowly align edge-on with Earth. For astronomers, both amateur and professional, this event is a rare treat. It offers a chance to observe Saturn in a way that's not possible during other phases of its orbit. Without the bright glare of the rings, scientists can focus on studying the planet's atmosphere, its magnetic field, and the fascinating interactions between Saturn and its moons. If you're a sky watcher with a telescope, mark your calendar for 2025. Even though the rings will be hard to see, the event itself is a spectacle worth observing. Many observatories and online platforms are expected to live stream this celestial alignment, ensuring that everyone has a chance to witness this rare phenomenon. The story of Saturn's rings goes back over 400 years to 1610, when the legendary astronomer Galileo Galilei first pointed his telescope at the planet. At the time, telescopes were relatively primitive, and Galileo described Saturn as having handles or ears. He couldn't clearly distinguish the rings, but was amazed by the planet's unique appearance. 2 years later, in 1612, Galileo observed something even more puzzling. The handles had vanished. Confused and lacking the knowledge we have today, he speculated that Saturn was changing shape, or that his telescope was somehow malfunctioning. It wasn't until 1659 that Dutch astronomer Christian Huygens solved the mystery. Using a more advanced telescope, Huygens discovered that Saturn was surrounded by a thin, flat ring. He also realized that the disappearance Galileo had observed was due to the edge-on alignment of the rings. This revelation was groundbreaking and marked the beginning of our scientific understanding of Saturn's iconic feature. Saturn's rings are not just visually stunning, they're also scientifically fascinating. Composed primarily of water ice, With smaller amounts of dust and rock, the rings are a delicate and dynamic structure. They interact constantly with Saturn's gravity, its moons, and even solar radiation. Interestingly, Saturn's rings are not permanent. Studies suggest that the rings are losing material over time. Particles from the rings are falling into Saturn's atmosphere in a process sometimes called ring rain. Scientists estimate that the rings could disappear entirely within 100 million years, a relatively short time in cosmic terms. This makes the 2025 alignment even more special. It's a reminder that the universe is constantly evolving and that even the most iconic celestial features are not eternal. Beyond the visual spectacle, the disappearing rings of Saturn have significant scientific value. During the edge-on alignment, astronomers can observe phenomena that are usually obscured by the brightness of the rings. For example, they can study the planet's atmosphere in greater detail or investigate how Saturn's magnetic field interacts with its surrounding environment. Culturally, this event is a reminder of how much we've learned since Galileo's time and how much there's still left to discover. Saturn's rings are a symbol of the beauty and complexity of the cosmos, and their disappearance challenges us to think about the transient nature of the universe. And there you have it, the fascinating story behind the disappearing rings of Saturn. We hope this deep dive into the science, history, and significance of this celestial phenomenon has left you as amazed as we are. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more explorations into the mysteries of space. Also, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Are you planning to observe Saturn's disappearing rings in 2025? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. As always, thank you for watching, stay curious, and keep exploring the universe. Until next time, take care.